It's one thing to take our chances in a duel, which I'm quite excellent at, but to sneak into a meeting of a nefarious dark wizard organization you know nothing about, and to do it by impersonating Wakepick, that's just nutters. Polyjuice Potion is one of the most arcane and controversial brews and most potente potions. And we are going to be absolutely precise. Still, what were you thinking when you came up with this plan? Thinking about all of us students at Hogwarts, the sooner we bring Wakepick to justice, the sooner we'll all be safe from R's evil's plans. And if I can infiltrate R, it could help us beat them to the final coast vault. Trust me when I say his plan is a good one, because we need you to gather ingredients for the potion. We have lacewind flies, leeches, but we still need several other ingredients. And knotgrass and fluxweeds. That's plenty of fluxweed here, but unfortunately it won't do you any good. How did you know that? We haven't studied polyjuice potions in class. And there was one coming up. It could be dangerous to go out into the forest grove during the full moon. And may even have some backup. You know, we still haven't even talked about the most important ingredient together. She was referring to a pinch of Wickpick you'll need to ultimately look like our evil ex-professor. Most important ingredient of any polyjuice potion. It can be anything: toenail clippings, a few flakes of dandruff. Can we perhaps consider a few less gross ingredients? Wickpick has been gone for a while. How will we ever find the hair that belonged to her? Let's concentrate on gathering the knotgrass. Looks like we have got enough knotgrass to make the proper brew, but look at the empty pots we left. Considering we have already got Dumbledore and Snape on a high alert where we are concerned, we shouldn't risk Sprouts getting suspicious. We learned the herbaceous charm in class with Sprouts. It rapidly increases the growth of plants. I can just cast it now and replace the knotgrass. Sprout will be none the wiser. Once again, brilliant. Herbaceous. The knotgrass is replaced. Well done. Next up, the first scroll for the full moon. Talbot, are you here? Talbot, are you here? Glad you made it. Penny filled me in on your plan and Infiltrate R's next meeting, so Penny's off to search for powdered bicone horn in Snape's office. Our fluxweed needs to be picked on the full moon in order for the potion to work, and that moon looks as full as it gets, which also means we need to be extra careful because where there's a full moon, there's bound to be whales. I've already scouted the area. Now, come on, the best spot for gathering fluxweed is right over there. Thank you enough for coming. It's always nice to have backup on these missions. I haven't been here since before he died. I have been back once. I just wish we hadn't lost him at all. I remember the night my parents were taken by Death Eaters. I still have so much regret. If only I could have helped them. You got away safely, that's what they would have wanted. Even though that's true, it doesn't make me feel any less guilty. But I'm glad we are talking about it. It helps you grieve. It did help, so let me help you do the same. Perhaps you want to talk about the night Warren died. How are you feeling? Still angry because the truth is no one had to die, especially not Warren. We didn't even know he was there. If he had just told us, maybe we could have helped. People make their own choices, and choice is a powerful thing, just like my parents wanted to protect me. Warren wanted to protect his friends. We have to honor that. The real enemy is Wakepix. Save your anger for her. This spot looks quite lush, so let's get. That's it. I think we should have all the flux food we need. Though I was hoping perhaps we'd also find something of Wakepix as well. And that we'll find out here. Odds are the weather's long blown away anything she may have left behind. Werewolf. Werewolf on the ridge. I think it's alright. Don't be daft. That's a deadly creature. Is a warning that danger is coming. How could you know that? And either way, it definitely means we need to leave. So grab all the flux weed we can and let's head back to Hogwarts. I also got the flux weed we need. It was picked on the full moon, just like the recipe calls. That's great, but unfortunately, my own missions were rubbish. Hidden all the hole in the bicone pattern in his office to keep us from collecting the final ingredients. I knew he would surmise our plan when he found us in the potions classroom. We'll figure it out. The Circle of Kahana can be equally crafty. To get the full recipe instructions from Moste Potente Potions. Not so fast. Turns out Madam Pince is on high alert as well. Recently snuck into the restricted section using kindness and flattery to distract her. Unfortunately, they just made our task much harder. I wonder who the pranksters were. Can't lie to you, it was me, along with Mule and Ben. We were researching the Wampin Willow, but I never meant to alert Madam Pince. If you hadn't gone to the Willow, we wouldn't know about ours meeting. We are friends and classmates. I think you're brilliant and honest, which is an admirable quality. Now, our jittery and rule-loving librarian is watching the entrance like Fane watches Hagrid with a bone. Only one of us needs to get into the section to copy the potion recipe. I'll create a distraction and you can sneak in and get what you need. Good luck. Mates, look here and see what I can do. What is going on here? Apologies, I just learned how to cast blue sparks and couldn't help myself. What you should well learn is self-control. Especially in my library, after that trickery you pulled last time you were here with your friends. You two have the decency to not show yourself again for quite some time. But I have plenty of time to listen to your grievance. I'm sorry you think I was trying to sneak into this restricted section. But as you can't prove it, perhaps I'll just go back to studying quietly. You're quite cheeky, aren't you? I may not have proven that you were sneaking around, but you certainly broke the rules today. Our blue box against the rules too. You use unnecessary magic and cause disruption in my library. You have tried my patience for the last time. Straight to the detention with you. I can only hope you'll find whatever it is you need to calm yourself down there. I'm sorry, it got you was detention. Might be exactly where I need to go. Why would you ever want to go there? Because I have a feeling the person I find there can help get the next ingredient for our apologies potion. J. Choose, you're almost becoming as much of a regular as I am. I'm happy to get it this time since I meant I could meet up with you. Well, you sent a blue sparks in the library, then that must have made Pince's head spin way around. News travels fast at Hogwarts, but I'm surprised to see you here. I've got my reasons. Care to guess what they are? Perhaps you got hungry. Everyone knows Shay makes great sandwiches. Ignore the elf, he's one, but you're quite clever. The truth is, I'm here for the sandwiches. I've got plenty of practice thanks to Pitts. Please never serve me that. But speaking of recipes, that's why I'm here. Penny and I brew an apologies potion, so that means I must sneak, so that I can sneak into ours upcoming meeting. Who came up with that idea? I did after a conversation with Mad Eye. Yes, the only way to truly infiltrate the Dark Wizards organization is if I look like one of them. We have most of the ingredients, but we still need the bicone horn powder. So he's keeping it from us. He's sneaky. I'm not just the best attention chef. I've got moves you have never seen before. Maybe even Alistair. I know you spoke to him that night we went to scout Bogan and Brooks. Great minds think alike. Old Al was quite chuffed when I asked him how things worked out. Feels like we are becoming proper friends. I can't believe you went this far down this apologies potion disguise path without even telling me. Don't make promises you can't keep either way. Best get on with it. So you can see we have thought of everything. We are gathering the ingredients. We have the best recipe and we are being careful. Sounds like you have got most of the potion covered, I agree, but there's one thing I'm confused about. To sneak into... and the only person we know for sure is in the organization is Wakepick. What's that? It's a piece of our ex-professor herself. You mean like hair or nail? She's been gone for a while. Where are you going to get that? Just to place the defense against the dark arts classroom. Good, because I'm coming with you. I'll take all the help I can get. Bill Weasley, Mila, are you here for my lesson? I'm afraid you're quite early. It won't start for another 30 minutes. What kind of geek would arrive this early for class? What are you doing here just a bit early for Bill's lesson? Should have known the answer to my own question. What's she talking about? Oh, do you think I'm a geek as well? I don't think you're a geek. Being prompt and prepared is one of the reasons you are so valuable to the Circle of Kahana. I appreciate the defense, obviously. Ben being here is a good thing. Now he can help with our hunt. Patricia Wakepick. Well, not the Dark Witch herself. Do you need to be so dramatic? I find it makes things a bit more interesting. What Mila means is that we're looking for a piece of Wakepick. This must be for the Polyjuice potion. You and Benny are brewing, so you can infiltrate all. But to do that, Dan needs to become the only member we know for sure. No, is part of the Dark Wizard cable. Since Wakepick spent most of her time deceiving us in this classroom, it seems this is the best spot to look. I'm in as well. We can do this much faster with the four of us. Brilliant. Let's look for the red lock. Let's get to. That's it, mates. It seems we have searched everywhere and there is a nice hair in sight. What is that? Did you find something? Dislodged when I stomped my foot. But how can we be sure it came from Wakepick's head? It's just flopping about all over the place. My hair that length and it's too long to be either my brother's as well. Positive Weasley's hair is much more orange than that, and there are 7 of us in that bunch. A little piece of the Dark Witch herself. What are we waiting for? You alright? It's time to go get Penny and start the brew. Thanks for meeting me. I can't believe that after all we went through to gather the ingredients, it's finally time. Of course, I'm eager to see our plan to transform you into a bigger success. Our friends in Circle Kahana suddenly came through for us. Diego, Chiara, Tablet, Jay, Bill, Mueller, and Ben all pinched in. I couldn't have done it without your help. What was your favorite part of our quest? Meet and Telwa under the full moon to gather fluxweed. Even with the threat of werewolves, it reminded me why we are doing this. You're right, it's all for Warren, and that makes it the risk worth it. And now that Jay's dodgy associate, Alistair, delivered a powder bicone horn, and now I have the recipe I copied from Moste Potente Potions. That's it, we are done. You were so careful and explained every step, Penny. With a potion master like you in charge, this is sure to work. To be seen, but I hope so. And don't forget, the potion still needs a month to brew, and we can't touch it a minute too soon, or it could wear off right when you are in the middle of a meeting. So it's a good thing Oz Gathering is over a month away. I have realized that most challenging part of this plan is next, and I'm going to need plenty of help for it. To brew the Polyjuice potion is any indication of Circle Kahana will be there for you whenever you need. Because the truth is, it won't be enough to simply take Wakepick's form and appearance. I'll need to learn how to actually be Patricia Wakepick inside and out. We got a side quest finally. That's not what we're doing. We want to do this. What is this about? finished the Polyjuice potion yet. Needs a month to brew, which gives me time to learn to act like Wickpick. Is that why you have asked us to come? Spent more time with her than anyone else. That means we are most likely to remember the details I'll need to pass as Wickpick. I'm leaving for Gringotts soon. We should get started, shouldn't we? What are you doing here? We want to play too. We are not playing. This is serious because it sounded to us like you're playing pretend, and we are the best at playing pretend. Could have some interesting ideas. I'll need your help to ensure my Wickpick impersonation can fool all. The keys to proper impersonation is the element of surprise. If all else fails, set off a dung bombs. Don't let Mom hear you say that. That's not on. Fred and George are my brothers. No one calls them annoying but me. But you didn't think they were annoying, did you? They were quite fun to have around. I can't believe you'd rather have a laugh than beat Wickpick. I think Darkos could pass as Wickpick in a pinch. Perhaps you need to dress the part so you can't go on with a pair of dragonhide boots. You're doomed. If I talk to Andre, I'm sure he can help. Actually, I need a style advice, Andre. So you came to Hogwarts Premier Style Wizard? I've got an eye for fashion. Don't be modest. You have styled me before. Tell me, Coldspectre, what sort of style advice do you need? I haven't mastered her style. Does this mean have something to do with your circle? I insist you join us for a painting break. Alright, let me find a brush and I'll join you. I can safely say I haven't painted like this in a long time. Aren't you glad you took time for something fun? Glad we could help. We had a Coastbreaker, Castle, or Boxer. We have mentioned Wickpick before. Do you mean Patricia Wickpick? Why didn't you say so? It was a coincidence. It is thousands of kilometers away after all. She spent most of her time in the ruins, so I didn't know her very well. Her Niffler, of course, and she always smelled nice, like a bit like cinnamon. What can I say? I can't help helping. I'll leave you both to your circle secrets. It's a good thing Alonza remembers how Wickpick smells. I never would have noticed that sort of thing. Remember orders? I prefer to remember accessories. Perhaps I should talk to someone else who knew Wickpick before she returned to Hogwarts. We'll talk about Wickpick's style later. You don't want to keep Snape waiting. You're early. I suppose you want something. I've got a question to ask. Do you recall the purpose of this castle? Is that a trick question? Hogwarts is a school. Then perhaps you forgot that this is a classroom, a potions classroom, just as your classmates forgot how to correctly prepare a memory potion. Will you answer my questions after the lesson? If you remember to ask them, now sit down. Perhaps reviewing memory potions will help you remember why you have come to Hogwarts. I hope this review will help you remember the correct way to brew memory potions. The only thing more effective than an aging potion is the Herculean task of educating you, Mr. Lee. Damn. Speaking of memories, Professor, I suppose I said I would answer your question. Very well, what do you want to know? If you could tell me what Wakepick was like when you first met her, could you elaborate on that? I have ever known. She refused to think of herself as what she was, an ordinary witch, with as much to learn as any other student. Inherently exceptional are no different from anyone else. The hubris is the downfall, which is why I must remind you to attempt to function like any other Hogwarts students. Asking questions about Wickpick suggests to me that you are up to something. I won't ask what it is, but I will ask, have you ever wished to be a typical student? Never. Why would I want to be normal? Survival, perhaps, whether you admit it or not. You have more in common with Wickpick than you thought. And if you aren't careful, she will attempt to dispose of you too. You are playing a dangerous game. Try not to lose. Wow, that was actually thoughtful of Snape. Are you ready to talk style? Definitely I enjoyed painting with you and Alonzo, but we didn't get to discuss Wakepick's fashion sense. You're going to transform into Wakepick, aren't you? So I'll need to make something for you anyway. Is there anything I can do to help? But style isn't only clothes and accessories. Style is specific to each person, expression, voice, body language. It would be easy if you could mimic her directly. Do you need a memory potion? Not at all. I always remember everything about a person's style. Do you think you have learned enough about Wickpick style? Can you... Well, I'm ready to try. Brilliant, show me your best Wickpick face. Let's see. Like this?
What are you looking at?
Your expression is perfect, but Wickpick wouldn't ask. You'll have to talk like her too. How do you think Wickpick will greet a secret meeting of the Dark Wizards? What's going on with it? I haven't got all day. I'm just glad you think so. Wickpick isn't the type to greet anyone properly. I've got a month to perfect my Wickpick impersonation. It has to be flawless. Come quick. What's going on? I need you to come with me to the Forest Grove. There's something you have to see. Why did you want to meet me here? You'll scare it off. Scare what off? That. A threshold. A threshold? You have seen one before. We learn about them in Care of Magical Creatures. After we saw Warren die, perhaps that's why the threshold came to this place. You can't see a threshold unless you have seen death. That's not it. Ever since we came back here, I've been drawn to this place. I suppose everyone grieves differently, but then the threshold showed up, and it's like he knew to find me. Why don't you tell me about it? I'm sure the threshold won't mind. You truly find this place comforting after what happened with Warren? I think I needed to come back here. If I hadn't, I never would have seen a threshold. Until the end of term, they pull on the Hogwarts carriages. Most students can't see them unless they have seen death. That's why a lot of people are afraid of thresholds, but you aren't. Perhaps other witches and wizards find them unsettling. I think they are rather comforting. What do you think about thresholds? I agree with you. They are quite comforting. No one knows why they can only be seen by people who have seen someone die. But that's part of the mystery. I'm glad I brought you here. It's nice to have someone who understands. Perhaps that's why the thresholds found me. It understands grief. I think it knows that grief isn't as difficult when you have someone with you. With you now, almost feels like I have the old you back. Thanks to Wake Pick, we'll avenge Rowan's death, I promise. The Apologies potion will be ready soon. We are one step closer to stopping on. You're going to impersonate Wake Pick with Apologies potion. It's risky but bloody brilliant. One of the most complicated potions she's ever brewed. We need to make sure the potion will be ready before our meet. Is one thing, but acting like it was going to be another. By the time the potion is ready, Wakepick's own mum won't be able to tell us apart. But our lives are on the line this time. How do we know that you can actually pull this off? You doubt my resolve. Patricia Wakepick does not cower in the face of a challenge. You really have been practicing. I have been trying to nail down all Wakepick's mannerisms. Will each of our disguises be in place? Once we have the Apologies potion, I'll be disguised as a dark witch, so you won't have to worry about me. I'm not about to leave anything to chance. Let's work on the details. Everyone has a disguise and our plans are set. Sounds like my kind of fun. You'll be right beside me in an invisibility cloak. And can keep an eye out for anything suspicious. We are sneaking into the secret meeting. I have a dark wizard cable. Everything will be suspicious. I know I can pull off my part, but is anyone worried about what happens if we get caught? You'll have an invisibility cloak, so as long as you stay out of the way and don't make a peep, you'll be fine. See where you are coming from. Those are safety in numbers, and we need all the help we can get. They have to be trusted. We can't afford any leaks. We can't ask just anybody to join us either. It'll be dangerous, and they'll need to do well under pressure. Oh, he can fly. I'm just here to give the birds some dinner. Yeah, he can fly above and keep out. What did you want to talk about? I have something to ask you, but I'm not quite sure how to ask. If this is serious to you, it's serious to me. Whiskey, I'm going to sneak into our secret meeting, but I need your help. Whiskey is putting it lightly. Are you thinking of doing this alone? Tonks and Jay will be backing me up. That's quite the team, but I doubt that it is as simple as walking through the door. I wouldn't ask something of this magnitude of you, but do you want me to join you because I'm an animagus? Your gift allows you to disguise yourself better than anyone else. I wouldn't ask if the situation wasn't grave. That's dangerous. We need all the help we can get to give. Excuse me. The edge. Is there anything I can do to convince you? This has to be your most dangerous undertaking yet. Keep my secret. You'll have to deal with it. I won't tell anyone. Let's talk about the details. We have been playing in this for a while now. What if I don't help? We will fail without you. You can depend on me. This won't be easy, but you're right. Wakepick must be stopped. This is a chance to get ahead of her plans. I'm glad that we can depend on you. However, there is still one aspect of the plan that you haven't accounted for. Suppose we do manage to get inside the meeting between members of our. What will you do if Wakepick is already there? I didn't plan for that, but know who might be able to help us. There's only one person who will know if I should expect to see Wickpick at the meeting. Can I just summon you to say hello? I know you have been tracking Wickpick. I need to know about her most recent whereabouts. There's a chance that I may be able to infiltrate or join one of those secret meetings, but only if Wickpick does not attend. It's best if you share your plans with me. What kind of older brother would I be if I wasn't sure? This is the best course of action. This isn't sneaking into Hogwarts kitchen to steal a late night snack, you know? I'll be the judge of that. That is an outstanding scheme you got going here. Lucky for you, it's too risky for Wakepick to show her face in public right now. We have only got one shot at this. We have to make it count. I think you'll be given quite the surprise when you appear as Wakepick. If we were able to lock down Wakepick's location and get some real information on her, could also be disastrous if you don't keep our wits about it. While it's doubtful that she will attend this meeting, what will you do if Wakepick shows up? Make a one for it. We would have to cut our losses in one. I wouldn't want to risk anything happening to my friends. You have been a tremendous help. Thank you, Jacob. You have got the tactics down. Just make sure you are ready for a fight. Train your team well. Train with fun. I'm glad you all can make it. What's this all about? Our mission is to infiltrate the meeting, is focus on stealth, but I want us to be prepared for anything. I want us to practice some offensive charms and make sure our skills are sharp in case of a fight. Let's get down to business then. Looking good, team. So long as our opponents are dummies, we should be fine. Why don't we mix it up with a duel? Duel. You should make the call. You are leading the charge. Since you are preparing to head into the meeting, you should take on the toughest opponent here. Well, shouldn't I take on all of you at once? Prepare yourself. I won't go easy. Because, if I'm in the middle of a whole group of enemies, I don't think it'll just be a duel. No? It was a certain honor in this. Oh, only almost one shot the dude. Almost one shots the dude. Expelliarmus. Thanks, Talbot. I just hope that this doesn't come down to a fight. The Dark Wizards of Ar aren't messing around. Not me. I wouldn't mind getting the opportunity to teach them a lesson or two and be dealt with. But I'm not sure we can take them down by ourselves. Are you looking forward to fighting R directly? Just a second. We need to bring the fight to them. I want to bring the fight to them. This is our opportunity to take the upper hand for once. I couldn't agree more. I'm glad that both of you are confident about this, but I'm in no rush to get hurt. The apologies potion is ready. Hey!